Let's see what the Punch is offering this morning. Zoning crisis threatens PDP. South insists on presidency. And then the writers here, party in dilemma over zoning, doesn't want to appear anti-South. That's a chieftain talking there. Ex-Governor Fayose vice presidential forum rejects Saraki's consensus proposal. Adopting zoning now undemocratic. It will shut out the best. Adama chair.
Everybody is speaking in the PDP. Everybody is. And it was again, one issue happens, it has several fallouts. Once the zoning committee met Tuesday, and even Samuel Otom is still insisting, nobody knows what they decided. Samuel Otom shouldn't give an interview because he will just betray it. The committee has decided that let's throw this ticket open for the exigency of time, for the sake of the exigency of time, and for the fact that let's not shoot ourselves in the foot. That was why they decided, that let's throw the ticket open. Everything else he says is a waste of time. It's mere academic. He says now that they've submitted their report to the NEC, and the NEC will decide. Of course, the NEC will have to adopt the recommendations of the zoning committee. That's why he set it up. That's why the NEC set up that 37-man committee, one person from every state and from the FCT, to decide on how to proceed with the presidential ticket this year. And the committee has simply recommended that because of the exigency of time and the fact that we do not know how the APC will play, we are safer in the north, and apart from that, let competence determine who are, president. So throw it open, and they have done that. And I think the NEC will eventually adopt it, So everything Samuel Otom was saying yesterday that the NEC will now have, I think is just trying to play to the gallery. This is already done there, and that's why it has triggered an uproar. That's why we've seen politicians, PDP politicians in the south, are saying that this is unfortunate. That the issue of zoning is entrenched in their constitution and it is zoned north and south, and it's supposed to be the turn of the south, given that the north has had more years, in general, of being in the presidency in this country. But across the political divide, you see that the interests are all fighting for their own political survival. In spite of all of this, Governor Wike is even a tour. He's not even shouting Saddam presidency anymore. It's his acolytes that are shouting that. The consensus group led by Bukola Saraki Tambuwal and Bala Mohammed are on the tour as well. And I heard yesterday that Bala Mohammed purchased 2 forms, one for president, one for governor. And Governor Wike was saying the other day that many of these presidential aspirants you are seeing the PDP today is 2 forms that they bought, one for Senate, one for president, just in case. Everybody is want to be president all over the place, really. So I'm not even competent to be local government chairman, but you have to buy security now. But Governor Wike said it's only 1 form that he bought, only 1 for president. And if he doesn't succeed, he will support whoever gets the ticket. But the uproar there is the Southern presidency challenge. In the PDP, there are some people who are insisting that, especially people from the southeast, are saying that it is unfair how the PDP has treated this region of the country for 22 years now. That for the support that the southeast has given to the PDP in all its years, it's time that the PDP reciprocated that gesture by choosing a presidential candidate from the southeast. But the advocates who are saying we can't give what you don't have. You don't have power now. It's not the onus is not on you to zone. In an election like this, where the APC is the incumbent, the ruling party, you have to bring your best foot forward. You have to be able to challenge them and get power from them. Ayo was saying the same thing yesterday, that he doesn't even want consensus. Throw the ticket to let all go there. Me, Ayo I can win it. Who knows? And that the people that are even saying in the party that are the big wigs, Atiku Abubakar, is not that popular. That in the last election in 2019, in Adamawa State, it was only 20,000 votes that he managed to beat the APC. And that it's like that. Even Tambuwal in Sokoto, it was a few numbers. So they are not even that popular in their home states. So throw this ticket open, let all of us go in and challenge for it. So there this discussion, I think, for the next few days, and then it will peter out again as soon as the NEC also announces its decision, and the candidates, aspirants, will go about their business. Now we have seen that the parties are now setting dates for their national their primaries. We see that the APC has fixed the 30th of May 30, yes, May 30 to choose their presidential candidate. It's a Monday, 30th of May, to choose their presidential candidate. The PDP will announce their own soon. The INEC deadline is June 3rd. So at this time, it's moving away from the question of zoning to the question of throw it open, find the best candidate, and let's proceed from there. There are people who lose out before even that day. They will decide. There will be horse trading already dollars to say, okay, then we go and take a nomination form for another position, maybe a senator, maybe a member of the House of Reps, or maybe go and contest for governor of my state, So all of these are the events that probably will lead to the general elections. I'm not surprised that it's happening at all, especially in the PDP, because we had always thought that the PDP had the chance now to zone its presidential ticket to the southeast, maybe, and people who have proposed this have always used the word equity, fairness, and justice.
Interesting there.